Whoa, I'm tired. My feet, they hurt. Oh, also with that Diablo Collector's Edition, I think, honestly, it might not, like, cost more than $100, but I think that's actually a pretty good deal considering that it's like a fucking 20-pound box with... it is a plastic candle, but that plastic candle does look pretty good. And it's probably a good thing it's plastic, because if it falls, it won't necessarily break super easy. Maybe a little bit might break, but it's that kind of plastic that's like a hard rubberized plastic. And it's pretty good. It feels pretty tough. And it's pretty big. I'd like put that at about like $20 just for that thing. You got the art book, which is at least $50 worth, just because it's produced en masse. And then you got each of those pictures, which probably about $20 for each of those. So that's $40. It's $90, $110. The map might be about like $10 or $15. So $125. And then you got the mouse pad, which is about $5 to $10. So $130, $135. And then I'd say the boxes just by themselves, or like all of them together, I mean, the boxes, all of them together, are probably worth about like $5 to $10. Just because they're built really cool and they're pretty strong and sturdy. Pins, like maybe $5, $10. So it's like $150 worth of crap. Not crap. Cool stuff. So I think it's worth it. Okay. So I'm not the best at like just doing one quest at a time. It's just that'd take too long if I did that. More value than gold. Speak to Asaf at the Oasis Shore. Yeah, it must be like some sort of trigger. It must finish its like running in order to move when it comes to the coding. Which there are a few things that they could do to try and alleviate it, but I imagine that they have, considering. Find anything?
I can find no source from the shore. The poison seems to flow in from under the water. Let's keep looking.
I'm out of mana.
This is like I can't say that this YouTube channel will ever pop off, and if it doesn't, that's totally fine. I'm doing this for me, just to remember things. I wish I would have done this instead of hanging out with friends when this game came out, just to get more of like my initial like thoughts. But that's okay. Overall, it was a great game. I think I'm still kind of have my opinions when it comes to certain things. Like I said, part of me feels like they did rush parts of this. And I think they meant to do more, but that's with any game. You always expect to do more than what you have time to do, or any sort of art project, honestly.
Bandits it is. Seems they dug a tunnel. Let's head in quietly.
And they did a lot of animals and stuff, which I guess makes sense because it is before like the real demons of hell are able to escape hell. It's kind of the beginning. So, like, things make sense the way they did, like, everything. It's just, I wish they would have added more stuff in. More creatures to kill. I'm fine with how many classes that they have.
They're here! Collapse the tunnel! So much for quietly. Look loose. Would you mind?
Let's see. I think for right now the skill tree is a great skill tree if it's something that they're going to add stuff to. In my opinion. It's a great skill tree for that kind of thing because it kind of looks like they could easily add on to it and extend it, add on more spells, which I think would be good. I think that's something I'd rather see in like an expansion, like adding on of more spells for classes. And then, in my opinion, a good way to monetize this game in a way that will monetize the game is instead of having class, well, I guess they can do it that way. Add more classes in either via the expansions, or they could do class packs and add them in as they are able to with finished cost outfits and stuff, because that's one thing about Blizzard. There's tons of costumes, especially the way that they built this. There's tons of costumes and everything for each class, so on and so forth.
Demon maggots? This is the poison they're feeding us? We must find every cage. Destroy them all.
I just like the idea of Blizzard adding in more spells and stuff with expansions versus adding more classes for each campaign. I know that's like typically what happens with Diablo, what they do. They kind of tried doing that in Diablo 3. The problem with Diablo 3 is that I think it was just the way that the game was built. It was not very dark like normal Diablo is, and so I don't think it really caught on as much. And so I feel like them doing something like what I'm talking about would be a lot better. Monetarily speaking, for the company. Oh yeah, let's look at the staff. Deep freeze active. Exploding ice spikes form in an area, dealing 499 damage, cold damage. Your ice spikes have 50% increased explosion radius. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm gonna definitely hold on to that. Quit running around. At least that's something that I would love to see with Diablo, and them doing something like that.
So then,
be a good way to monetize.
stuck the fool with his own blade.
I'm not ready yet.
I mean, I think they already have done like a great job with
I'm not ready yet.
well, as far as the shop goes, I think it's cool that they're doing cosmetics. Let's see. Like this. I think that's great and all.
Hail, wanderer. Laid before you is the bounty of history.
But there's so much stuff that I think cosmetics are okay. And it's rather expensive for stuff. I'd rather see these things be more classes. Or maybe like skill packs. Increases, let's look at your abilities. Skill packs would like increase the amount of spells or different sorts of spells. You could do that and introduce classes and expansions. There's so many different ways that they can go about this. On top of that, I think with expansions, a good thing to do. I like this Paragon idea, and it definitely seems like it's very easy to expand in different ways for each expansion. I don't know how I feel about Paragon levels being levels, necessarily. I don't think it's a bad idea. Right now, it works really well. Their skill tree. Wasn't the biggest fan of it at first, but it's grown on me. Honestly. Especially because, like, the way that this game is, if someone only goes with, like, one of each class, because of the limit that they have on the classes, I think it's good. This is just one nerd's thought about Diablo and like how I think they can monetize it in a positive way, which is what they should do.
I lack the needed mana.
I think monsters are probably going to be something that they introduce with expansions. But right now it just doesn't feel like they have a ton of different monsters. There are a lot, but not a ton. Not like how normal Diablo is, where there's like... It feels like Diablo 2 had, or in Diablo 3, all had like a lot of different monsters. But, like I said, the way that they built the game, it does fit. And the way that they did the lore, it works the way that they're wanting it to. But those are the ways that I see them either expanding the skill tree, which the skill tree is fine, but I still think that they should expand it more. Maybe go a different route. Just because I really liked Diablo 2's skill tree a little bit better. Because you could go into passives that increased your mana rate that you regened it and stuff along those lines, which this kind of has. Maybe I'm just talking out my ass, which I really am. And putting in my opinions that might not even be that great of opinions, and they might have already talked about this sort of stuff.
I think that's all of them. But what do cutthroats know of demons? We're missing something.
I'll figure it out. I just can see like the developers going so many different ways.
I'm not ready yet. I
Cultist
cannot carry
trinket.
more.
Let's look at the trinket. Bound to tunnels beneath the oasis. A weathered stone affixed on a simple metal chain and a cultist symbol has been carefully carved onto the stone surface. I don't think that's Lola's symbol, but it could be. Is there anything that's like throwawayable like this? Why would the wolves? Why would the Triune want to kill the Iron Wolves? Oh, I guess it
The weak
is.
must die, so the strong may rise. Iron wolves devote our lives to protect and shelter the weak. We are in the bastard's way.
Let me see. I found this medallion. This man was Triune.
Light forsaken Triune. I've seen their medallions before, while repelling them from our borders. Now they're here, working with bandits to poison and kill our wolves. Meet me back at camp, quick as you can.
Okay. It's an elixir cache, so I can pick this up right quick. I hope elixirs are shared between all characters. I think they are. I imagine they would be. Kind of curious what's... We'll go back in. I just want to explore two little spots. Nope, nope, never mind, I can't. Too late now. They have done, like, a phenomenal job with this game, though. Complaining a little bit, but it's not in a bad way, I don't think. Maybe it is. Depends on how you take it. But it's not meant to be, like, in a bad way. It's how you critique things. Let's salvage some crap first. I mean, that's how you critique art, in a sense. Common and magic. I do love this staff. It's a really nice staff. It's not necessarily max. It's at the lower end on damage, but that's okay.
I can break that down.
Was this something that I wanted to salvage? Yeah, it's on the lower end. Yeah. 2.1 luck chance. 5. Yeah. I'm okay with salvaging that one. I'm also okay with them waiting to introduce other things like set items. That's something that's totally fine with me. Like, this kind of project had a lot of work with it. Captured a bandit.
Young David caught this one spying while guarding his post. I might add.
Bastard says the Triune have a hideout near Uldur's cave. By some pillar, he says. But he won't tell me how to get in.
I told you. The Triune don't let us in. We're just hired muscle.
Okay. Why should we believe you?
I'm not even worried. Just figured it was better to take their coin than get in their way. I go back now. They'll know I talked. Helping you is the only play I've got.
It's got a point. You'll just get sacrificed. How did the Triune enter the hideout?
You have to be Triune. No one gets in without a medallion around their neck.
Ah, a medallion? Like this one?
Yes. That's it. Listen. That's all I know. You let me go, right?
Oh, they let you go. You're dead. That medallion could be the key.
The medallion gives us a chance, but it's a hell of a risk. Captain?
How many bandits got this hideout? How many tried?
And how long till they march on Dalgur? Their poison has already weakened us.
We might not get another chance.
Asa, take David and our friend here and scout for this hideout. Should you see an opening to strike, take it.
Aye, Captain.
About damn time.
He should just stay with the camp until this whole thing blows over. That's my opinion, though. So, where is this hideout? Is it over here? No, that's Vigeri. Head of the snake. Speak to Asa near the Alder's cave. When it comes to being in a hurry and this whole entire horse thing, it's rather annoying when you're in a hurry and you just can't get up and leave. But I'm happy to have a horse. I know it's something that they'll fix in the future, imagine. Maybe they won't. Maybe they're okay with it. But I hope they fix it. Because when you're in a hurry and you're just kind of stuck and you can't, like, sprint out of there, I think sprint should at least override that sort of thing. When it comes to hopping over, like, ledges from the horses, I'm totally okay with that. Like, you have to have a running start, it seems like, whenever it comes to it. Did you run into trouble?
Just a bandit patrol. We handled it quietly, but the canyon is crawling with them.
Guess we're in the right place.
We go in. Remember, we're looking for a pillar that marks the Triune hideout. Move fast, kill quickly. Understood?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we'll make an example of them. That was a waste. They've done a phenomenal job at, like, explaining the game. And explaining a lot of things that weren't necessarily explained in Diablo 2 with what happened to the Zacharum Faith. I don't think that ever got explained in any books until this game kind of explains, like, what kind of happened there, I think, in my opinion. Which, I'll have to play Diablo 1 at some point through, the Tristram, the Darkening event, I think is what it's called. There's a little shrine right there. So I will remember that for later. Because I like finding little shrines. I think that's like my favorite thing to do. Like, it's not even that, like, great of, like, a buff, but I love finding them.
No opening.
Take the medallion. There must be something. Do I, like, drop it on the ground? Right. Ah. Okay.
You've done it. All right. Weapons ready. Follow me.
Alrighto. Let's do this. Okay, one second. I'll be right back too. Grabbing some stuff. Okay. Okay, and I'm back. Not gonna lie, my favorite is buying a freaking giant symphony bar. It's 25 pieces of symphony bar.
Iron wolves.
Oh, you're strong.
I'm out of mana.
feel like I'm like really not taking a whole lot of damage. Just gonna constantly just summon things.
You've done it.
I lack the needed man.
Oh, the wood. What happened? Are you wounded?
Bloody demons. Ah, if they set them on Dalgor.
We stopped them. Everyone is safe. Can you walk?
Damn it! I can't.
It's all right. I'll carry you back to camp. Get you to the healer.
Wanderer, I'm sorry, we've no time for thanks. Meet us in Dalgur when you can.
I can do that. You guys best be going. I'm just gonna check some stuff. Jagged symbols litter the page. You feel dark pressure emanating from the paper. Crates of bottles. Crates of poison line the walls. There seems to be enough here to poison the oasis 10 times over. Might have already poisoned it. The cauldron is filled with the same acrid liquid from the caves. The gas rising from the bubbling liquid stings your nostrils and burns your lungs. Oh, they still haven't left yet. Should be the first thing that you guys have done. Waiting here for me to clear the way, huh? I can do that. I'll make sure you guys make it out safe. I'll kill everyone. Because I like you, Wood. You get stuff done. Honestly, they'll probably come out this way. They'll probably make it there fine. I'm probably just wasting time doing this. But I want to think that I did important stuff by making sure that they're safe. Savage Beast did more damage than that guy did that whole entire freaking time.
I'm not ready yet.
One update that I wish they would do is when it comes to PvP, I'm okay with like crews being together in PvP. 1 second. 2 intelligence. But I think they should limit the level cap between PvPers. Should be at least like a 2 level cap. That's kind of what I think. Just because PvP seems like it'd probably end up being like a vital part of the game with some equipment. And it would be nice to be able to like not get screwed by someone that's like 5 to 10 levels ahead of you. You know what I mean? Well, that's just my opinion. Wow, I barely missed that. Five levels is a strong enough amount of leveling in comparison to in this game, in my opinion. Two levels is plenty of a level gap between players in PvP. How is the wood?
Dawood is... he is in good hands with our healer.
He'll live. As will the people we protect here. Thanks to you all.
Wanderer, we can't thank you enough. You will always be welcome among the Iron Wolves.
Yeah,
You should go check on Dawood. He said he wanted to speak with you.
I like the Iron Wolves. Going to the wood. He's got the wood. It's good to see you, the wood.
I've looked better. At least I don't have to stand at my post. Healer says I may not stand again. Just another poor soul for the Iron Wolves to protect. Well, we'll see about that. But in case he's right, I want you to take my armor. Continue my fight for me. Huh?
That's rough. Take this armor with gladly. Dozens of small metal plates are bound together, granting flexibility without sacrificing protection. Many of the plates have names etched into them, perhaps of those who wore this armor before. Ooh, that does look cool. Too bad that I will never salvage that, so it'll have to be on another character that I complete this quest, which actually I don't think I've finished that quest before. So, there's a high chance that I will. I'm not going to finish up the Vizieri thing. I want to check out this, like, peninsula that's over here. The sign points the way to the healer. All sick and lame are welcome. wonder how you get over there. Do we have to get up somewhere? No, we can just around this corner. I just want to check it out. Who knows, there might be a quest somewhere close by. Oh. Stronghold. Definitely, probably quest later on for that, I imagine. Let's see here. This has got to be called DM. We'll go to Get Cool. Have your glands payment first.
Huh. You'll do just fine in Geakul. Pleasure doing business with you. Wonder how to get to that. I think this is all part of Halbazar. Yeah. I don't really have a lot to explore. Well, we'll check out this. This is, gotta be a stronghold. We'll head over here, though. Oh, okay, he doesn't have one. Brutal, clever, covetous, crystalline, cutting, diligent, dirty, distracted, dogged, equestrian, vengeful, faithful, frost, gilded. I think I like how they did this. Pyro. Maybe Pyro. Pyro's not bad. I think I like Lonely. Conjurer. I'm not a Conjurer. Spellbinder's not bad. Ooh, you know what I wish I would have done? Is I wish I was recording when I found my first butcher, and my reaction and me and my friend's death to that would have been so good for Megan Fox's thing that she was doing for like best deaths.
because I was so excited, and then it's just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna die. And we just gave up. I wish we didn't give up, but there's no chance of us killing that. Okay, so this is PvP stuff. We're gonna get out of here as fast as we can. Get away from here. This is death. Which I understand, like, PvP is only set to, like, certain areas. Like, I think this is a PvP area, and this is a PvP area. Just because these, like, little red, like, marks on the entrances, I think, make it PvP. Anywhere that has that, which I don't know if there's anywhere else that has those. There probably is. That's nice that they did that, because not everywhere is PvP, but I just wish they would limit it, because they do limit the amount of people that you see while you are questing. You don't see a ton of people unless it's like certain areas.
Has made this place its lair.
Slay the cannibal. We're gonna check out this place. I just want to have most of the map explored. And I'm actually quite surprised that certain quests don't pop up yet. I know there's more quests that pop up after you, like, A, complete the game, B, finish up certain points when it comes to questing. Or not, yeah, once you're, like, certain points in the campaign. Then I have to go all the way back through everywhere to, like, see which ones. That's not it. What's this? The Seared Basin? Is that where I'm at? Wonder if this is where part of, like, the star fell. I'm just gonna kind of check it out, see if there's any little shrine here. But it's probably just like the other, like, place. There's no little shrine, I imagine. Might be a quest at some point here, but for right now it's just nothing. Two little spots right there, and a couple little spots all around Kyovashad, a few spots around Karagar and Skazglin, I guess. Fractured Peaks, the Dry Steppes, I think is completely all checked out. Most of Kyrgyzstan is. So, I don't have a lot left to explore. I wish when more quests pop up, I hope that they pop up on here. But instead of messing around, probably go ahead and...
I need time to do that.
Continue questing.
were right to call upon me, you know. Soul stones are no trifle.
There's the Ronin I remember.
I need air.
We'll get some air. What's going on here?
I'm still muddy on the details of this plan.
The bones are there. Lilith aims to take Mephisto's power for herself. Before she can reach him, we use the Soul Stone on her.
Preparing the stone will take time we don't have. Why don't we fight her?
Who among us? You. Her corrupted blood still runs in your veins. No. Fighting her kind is always a last resort. Even if you could defeat her, she'd eventually come back. But a smarter weapon, the stone, would be up to the challenge.
Soul stones usually fail, given enough time. It might not work.
You can make it work. There's no one I trust more to do it.
The wind is picking up. I can't see her. Thaisa!
I'll find her.
You're fumbling in the eye. Let me write to your little cow. You! If you hurt her, hurt her! I elevated her! The runes inked into her skin form a waypoint. She is a beacon across realms! Get her out of here. It matters not. Her part is done. Your part is done too. Savor your breath while it lasts.
I mean, oh, hi. At least she's only 49. Gotta watch for these heads, because these are the things that do the most damage to me. I feel like it should have grabbed me.
I need time to
Those things do go away after some time.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, she's getting Daryl on Daryl. Can't catch me on the gingerbread man. Oh, actually, you have caught me like 3 or 4 times.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
I need time to prepare that.
Oh, that's like killing me. I like how I jumped across like half the screen there because like jumped before she like kicked me away, but she kicked me away before I jumped.
I need time to prepare.
It's probably what happened there. It definitely helps to have items and levels to be able to fight her like this. This fight's not too hard because of my items and my levels. If I would have fought her when I could have fought her, probably would have been a lot worse. So that's why it's important to do side quests, guys. Well, ooh, got a piece of candy. I wanna look. Meteorites fall around Meteor, dealing 184 damage. Your meteorites additionally burn enemies they hit for 551 damage over 6 seconds. Oh, I want to check this out. Not bad. That might be my new weapon. And then we're also holding on to this item too, because it's a good item.
Hell of a storm. What happened out there?
Shouldn't she be dead? Because, like, when, like, I mean, Andariel was summoned, but, okay, that's where I'm kind of confused now. This is usually demons, like, come back out of people's, like, bodies in this game. So why is Thaisa different than every other character in this game so far? Is it because they didn't have either A, it's from the Soul Stone, or B, it's because of how many people they sacrificed? There's already enough blood to mostly summon her, and then they just had to use her body to finish up the ritual to summon her, even though that ritual didn't summon her via her body, which doesn't make sense. Unless they sacrificed someone else, and finished mostly summoning her through that. And they just had to do a couple things, and that dude, like, changed into Andariel. Food for thought.
Bloody hell. You finished the ritual from the volcano, then?
Elias. That's the man who summoned Lilith. You're saying he summoned a lesser evil too?
Keep up, girl. Is Andariel gone?
Yes,
And Elias?
he fled.
Before going to the steps, Elias came to Hawazar, took something that wasn't his. It's why I'm hunting him. I have a friend in Hawazar who has mastered the art of immortality. She might know his secret. Let me take you to her.
I thought we were after Lilith, not Elias.
Finding him may lead to her.
And while we look for him, you'll have time to work on the stone. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
Damn it, I'll bite. On one of those rare occasions you gave me good advice. You said the answers you need are often in the place you least want to look.
It was you who said that.
Ah, you're right. Let's get the horses ready.
All right. Did you know Elias well?
I thought I did. He was Laura's student in the Order. It used to be just the three of us. He was young then. I guess we all were. His thinking was always radical. But I never thought it would come to this.
That's fair. How are you holding up? Your hunt for Elias, is it personal?
Not at first. But then he almost killed me. Marked my skin. Put a demon in my head. I will take pleasure from his death. The hunt will soon be over. You've angered him. He will come to you. And I will be there when that happens. If fate allows, let it be my hand that ends him.
Okay. Where's Naira? She already gone? Part of me wants to check out Chaldeum before we leave, just because. So I'm gonna do that. It does put me a little bit behind, but I haven't checked out Chaldeum the whole entire time just because I don't know what it's gonna look like if I go there right now.
I need more time.
But just for curiosity's sake, maybe I should have checked it out on the way in. Maybe it's... I want to see if it's, like, what it looks like right now. That's all. Probably is closed off. That's my guess.
I need more time.
We'll use the waypoint to get back to make it a little bit quicker. It's a sandworm pit. Is it alive? It is. Surprised it didn't try eating me. Wonder if that's going to be like an enemy that gets introduced. That'd be cool. Like, ooh, minor, like, kind of, like, seasonal, like, expansion sort of thing. Looks like Chaldeum is closed off. Is there another way to get to Chaldeum? Only other way. The putrid aquifer. Maybe here? So far that's what Chaldeum looks like. Maybe Chaldeum's like already... I mean, the game kind of talked about Chaldeum a little bit. I guess it was under siege or was already taken over. Right? Gates are closed. There's the beginning part of Chaldeum. Looks like I can't go that way. I think I remember them talking about the gates being closed. They even blew up the freaking road. Huh. So there's no way into Chaldeum. And there's no way to get up into here. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I just had to check. That's closed off too. Wait. Oh yeah, that was the broken bridge, wasn't it? Yeah, but they add in like a sandworm and like a minor like expansion thing. That'd be cool if they did something like that with like introducing like a character and then like adding in a couple little things. And then when they're introducing like an expansion, it's like 2 or 3 characters or something. I don't know. They could go so many different ways with this game. Monetize it in a positive way. Not a negative way where you're buying junk and stuff. Like Diablo Immortal, I understand because they have to monetize the game in some form of way that actually forces people to pay to get into the game. I haven't played Diablo Immortal, but that's what I hear from people, where it's kind of, it can be a paywall. I think they should have charged at least like $10 for the game, even though it's only a phone app. The others are ready.
Listen, I didn't mention it earlier, but you did well. You stood against Andariel, a lesser evil, and lived. That's no ordinary feat. But don't let it go to your head. The arrogance and foolhardy never last long in Hawazar. I wonder what old Deckard Cain would have written in his chronicles if he'd seen how 2 old friends reunited. New allies eager to learn from our vast knowledge. Bound as one against the encroaching darkness, like the Haradrim of old. They were probably lost and bitter just like us. But Cain had a gift for seeing the good in people. One thing was certain at least. Lilith meant to devour Mephisto and claim his power as her own. Had that been her goal all along? Not sanctuary, but a bid to reign in hell. And Elias, the damned fool, was too blind to see it. Perhaps we weren't perfect, but we knew we had to make a stand. We were the world's only hope.
They have talked a little bit about Star Beguiles, the Threads of Fate coverage, but its story is not done. The Nexus Star. Not bad. 3.2% strength. Be good for a barbarian. Yeah, see, I think I salvaged that one before. Well, I gotta, like, pay attention to those things. Okay, so I think we are on Act 5 now. Yeah, we're on Act 5. So we'll go ahead and meet up in the town that we're supposed to meet up in. And, ooh, did I miss something? I did. Okay, before I finish up Act, just a sec. We're gonna go a little bit faster there. Sorry, I have to, like, I'm just super curious. It's probably closed off.
I need time to prepare.
Because in the game they've already talked about it being closed off, but I just gotta see. Back on the road.
I need more time.
Here is the road to Caldeum. Just breaking everything. Little shrine. Oh, it's about to fall off. Is this Caldeum down here? It is. I'm looking at this. A little bit more of Caldeum for you. No one's in the city. And it does look like it's in a ruin. The gates are closed. I think the gates will be closed regardless. Here's the other side of that passage. Okay. That's all of Caldeum that you can see before we leave this act. Yeah, I'm surprised that the Vizjeri hasn't said anything more. I guess I could finish that side quest, but I will hold on to her forever. She is mine. At some point I'll eventually turn her in, but for right now she is mine.
Not while I'm in town.
I want her to see the world with me. Even though she's probably somewhere in like some sort of pocket of some form. Missed it. Welcome to Howzar. Looks like we're heading down this way. I think at 9:30, well, when we are ready to start or finish this video, as I enter the city, we'll go ahead and end off where we're at, and I'll get started on doing some work. That art stuff. Looks like here are my quests.
You were a student of Elias's, Thaisa?
I was hunting Elias. Pretending to study with him was useful to me.
You guys go. Okay, and then before we go, I just want to once over the map really quick. I think this would show the exclamation marks if I have any side quests that I've missed or that have opened up. Hopefully I don't have to go back into those towns. I imagine I will. This is probably one of these. Looks like there's 2, maybe 3 per like area. There's 1 right here. There's 2, 3. Yeah, so it looks like there's 3 per area. The darkened way. What is that? What is that? Hold on. Gotta check this out. I've never seen that before. I don't know what that is. I'm really curious. The darkened way. I also know killing creatures will give you stuff that you can turn into people eventually. Isn't that... Why is it called the Darkened Way? Was it always called the Darkened Way? I don't think it was. It was the mine.
More strangers in the camp.
Yeah, it's the mine thing. Is something different now? Ore hoist. I gotta check it out. Just bear with me. Was it always called the Darkened Way? Maybe it was. Okay. Well, we'll go to that main city in Hawazar and call it for the night. From this game, I've already taken melatonin, so I should be waking up a little bit earlier. Seems like for the first 3 hours while I wake up, I do like the game. And then I like to take breaks somewhere. Just to have tomorrow off, it is Father's Day, so I'll probably end up doing something for that too. But on top of that, I do want to do some art stuff. Next time I get on will be probably in the morning, and we'll be starting Act 5. Imagine there's 6 acts. Yeah. I think there is 6 acts to this game. Um, 49 side quests. Oh, okay, so this tells you how many side quests. So 27 out of 44 I have completed. 27 out of 38. So I must open up again. 25 out of 35. 40 out of 47. So I must be missing some side quests, or they open up later. I think they open up later. So technically, in Kyrgyzstan, I'm at 28 out of 44. Because I've run all the way through here. Well, it's good to know. That is a lot of side quests. What is this? $59 out of 76. Is that like all of these things? Hold on, 1, 2. I'm sorry, I'm now curious. This is the split offs. 1, 2, or no, that's part of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, maybe 20 or 21, 22 maybe. Like 3. And then it's probably the smaller ones as well. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I imagine that it's... No? So there's 23 of those. What are those? Maybe they're events? There's 76 different events in there. 70 in here. 51 out of 51. Or is that like discovered land? 46 out of 54. So this is the rest of it. And 2, so 1, 2. Okay, so let's just discovered land. So there's 56 land module areas. Karagar, there's 9 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I haven't discovered this. 7. And of those 7, there's 2 more within each one. Or this is 8, 9. I don't know if I counted those. Okay. Interesting. I think that's pretty cool that they did that. This is the only one that I've just, like, explored completely. Okay, I gotta go. I'm just talking,